Education is the key to a bright future. Empowermefirst.college.
Hello. Today we'll continue by divisibility rules with 5 and 10. These two numbers are very simple and the easiest in checking if a number is divisible by them or not. Because all what we need to do is just to look at the units digit. We don't need to do any process or calculation. Just to check the digits, the units digit, and from there you will get if the number is divisible or not by 5 and 10. All what you need to do for 5 is to see if the units digit is 0 or 5. And all what you need to do for 10 is if the units digit is 0. So, for example, if I take the number, let's say 65, 88, and 90. Looking at the units digit of each number, for 65, the units digit is 5. This means this number is divisible by 5, or I can say in other words, 5 is a factor of 65. However, because this digit is not a 0, this number cannot be divided by 10. Looking at 88, which has the units digit 8, this means it's not divisible by 5 because it's not 0 or 5, and it's not divisible by 10 because it's not a 0. Looking at the number 90, it has the units digit 0, so this is divisible by 5 and divisible by 10. And you should understand that any number which is divisible by 10 will be divisible by 5. Will be divisible by 5. That's an obvious rule you can see easily. This is only what you need to check for dividing by 5 and 10. Now, going to the number 7. We have checked 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Remaining now 7. 7 actually can be considered the most annoying number to check its divisibility because it needs few steps to be done while I'm checking divisibility by 7. If you look at the paragraph given, I said that there are several rules for that. There are many ways to check how if a number is divisible by 7 or not. What I'm going to do is a method that can be considered somehow the easiest between the methods, but it may be repeated many times for the big numbers, especially numbers in thousands and tens of thousands. What I need to do is I have to take the last digit of the number. I will double it. That means I multiply it by 2. And the piece that remained in the number, I will subtract the first digit I took from that piece, the remaining amount. If it was a multiple of 7, this means the number is divisible by 7. If not, this means the number is not divisible by 7. Let's start with an example. I will take first the number 86. Here what I do is I take the digit 6, which is the units digit. I will double it. That means I'll multiply it by 2. Obviously, I will get 12. What I do now is 12 minus 8. The remaining amount is 4. 4 is not a multiple of 7. That means 7 does not divide 4. Consequently, 86 is not divisible by 7. What does this mean? This means if I try using long division 86 by 7, I will see that 8 divided by 7 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. Bring the 6 down. 16 divided by 7 is 2 times 7, 14. I see that there is a remainder there and the remainder is not 0. For this reason, 86 is not divisible by 7. Let's take a bigger example to check the divisibility by 7. If I take, for example, the number, I will take a random number, 8,328. The units digit is 8. What I do is, first I double that 8 and I will get 16. The remaining piece of the number, which is the 832, I will subtract 816 from 832. I will get 816. You can do the calculation yourself. I got a number which is still big, and I cannot check directly by eye or by multiplication table if this number is divisible by 7. What I do is, I take the remaining number and I repeat the process for it. This means I will take the 6, I will double it, so I get 12. Then I will do 81 minus 12, which will give me 69. You can check that. 69 is not a multiple of 7 because 70 is the closest multiple to of 7. For this reason, the number 8328 is not divisible by 7. I'm going to check that using long division. So I will take the number 8328 and divide it by 7. 8 by 7 is 1 times 7, 7. I get 1, bring 3 down. 13 by 7 is 1 times 7, 7 also. So 13 minus 7 is 6. You can do the trading here. Bring the 2 down. 62 divided by 7 is 8. 8 times 7 is 56. 62 minus 56, again you can do the trading. It will be 6. Now I go and bring down the 8. So 68 divided by 7 is 9. 9 times 7 is 63. And the remainder is 5, which is not 0. That's why 8,328 is not divisible by 7.